Hey, this is Michael Jake. Got another video on how to wholesale REO properties. I've got a lot of students that ask, can you assign REO properties? And if you're still wondering about that, you want to check out my other video with that title up here. Now here's how we actually do it. If you watch the other video, you understand we use an LLC to flip an REO property. So instead of actually flipping the property or double closing, we basically just sell an LLC. And what I had my attorney draft for me, it's basically an agreement to convey membership interests of blank, the LLC name that you create, and in my case it's a Colorado limited liability company. So I've got this form that I had my attorney create, and I'm kind of big on let's keep it simple, and we kept it to 4 pages. And ultimately what my goal was with this document was to cover the important things that we need to in a real estate transaction, but kind of move it over into a personal property transaction, which is what we're creating when we actually sell the LLC. This isn't a real property transaction. So we identify who the buyer and the seller are with the actual real estate contract. We establish the purchase price, and this is the purchase price for the LLC, not the purchase price for the property. Terms of the payment, and typically what I do is if I've got an earnest money check for the REO property, and let's just keep round numbers, let's say it's $1,000, typically in my previous example we were going to make $5,000. Okay, the purchase price for the LLC is going to be $5,000, but I'm going to take a deposit immediately if I don't get the full $5,000 from my buyer. And my deposit is going to be at least double what my earnest money check is, and I'm going to take that in good funds. So if for any particular reason my buyer bails at the last minute, in case they can't close and in case I can't get an extension thereafter, I still double my money on the transaction. So I don't necessarily want a reputation for not closing on transactions. That's not what you want to have happen. But at the same time, you don't want to lose any money if your buyer fails to perform. You've already covered yourself with this document. And basically, that's just what it spells out. It kind of walks through that they get what they get. The only asset in that in the LLC is its agreement to purchase this one particular property. It covers the fact that typically, you know, we're not shelling out $6,000–7,000 to have an attorney create this whole packet of stuff with all the membership shares and all that fun stuff. So it kind of identifies the fact that there are no membership shares unless there are for some particular reason. If you do create that, it says if there are some, you get them. If there aren't any, you understand there aren't any. And basically just kind of shows the closing date. Place it's going to close, and again this is relative to the real estate transaction, and then basically the buyer and seller both sign this, and you can do a separate what's called a bill of sale, which, you know, again just another piece of paper that you would sign to say, hey, Bob pays Harry $5,000 for the purchase of the LLC. This is really all you need, but sometimes this does refer, if you do have a buyer that wants a separate bill of sale, it's already built into my agreement, and that's something you'd want built into your agreement too. So hopefully that clears up how that transaction happens. If you want some more great information, A to Z, how to wholesale REOs, check out the link right over here. I got a special offer for you.